Hi guys, my name is Morgan Luttrell and I am in the EIU Senior Seminar class, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about technology and how it has changed our education system and the classrooms in which our students are in every day. And so I'm going to kind of start out with a little activity. Obviously you can participate if you want, you don't have to, but I want you to close your eyes and think about what school was like when you were in elementary school. And now think about what school was like when you were in junior high. And finally, think about that last day that you had in high school, that very exciting last day. Do you remember everything from those years? Do you remember what it was like when your teachers wrote on the chalkboard? Do you remember what it was like when they advanced and wrote on the whiteboard? Do you remember what it was like when they got those cool fancy dancy Elmos and you got to go up, or those smart boards and you got to interact? I know that was a big shift in your memories and not something you've thought about lately. But looking back on all of those experiences should take you back to your knowledge and remembrance of those times. When I was in school, we all screeched at the sound of when the teacher just pressed the chalk in a little too hard on the classroom chalkboard. And when I was in grade school, we always anxiously awaited until 2 o'clock every day when we got to jump on one of the 6 computers that was in our classroom and take that much anticipated AR reading test. And when I was in about, elementary school or junior high, we couldn't wait to get out our books and get together in groups and just work together in person with our classmates and do projects and such things. So thinking back to when I attended public school in 2001, many things have changed. The biggest change, though, has been the advancement of technology, not only in our world, but within the walls of our classroom. Today I'm going to share with you 5 different reasons as to why our classrooms are different than they were 15 years ago. Reason number 1 is because education is extending beyond the classroom walls. Thanks to technology and devices like cell phones, iPads, Chromebooks, and the various other little handy technological pieces that we have in our world today, students are no longer being confined to a set of 6 computers in a classroom. As soon as something goes live online, they have access to it. They can do it from their home, from the classroom, from the bus, late at night coming back from the sporting events. They can do it basically anywhere. Education extending beyond the classroom also really provides significant opportunities and examples for students and teachers. These advancements have been both positive and negative. However, because education is moving beyond the classroom walls, teachers have less control. This brings me to reason number 2. There's a major change in the role of the student and the teacher. Because of the added technology in the classroom, the teachers have become more of a coordinator rather than someone who just teaches the information. Students are so advanced that they're becoming more active and engaged in the classroom, and they love technology because that's what they're growing up with, so that's all that they know. And now we're even seeing a constant trend in the students being able to be more knowledgeable than the teachers and how the new technological advancements work. And in that case, that's why there has been a major change in the role of the student versus the teacher. As I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite things growing up was getting out those hardback books and really studying from what was in them. And I know I'm crazy, and even my 21-year-old self today would tell my smaller self that I'm crazy because I don't enjoy doing that. But to me, they held an important part of history and knowledge and lots of information that was significant to my learning. But today, the textbook is becoming extinct, which is problem number 3. In classroom all over the world, textbooks are interchanged with the latest mobile device, ebooks, and news stories at the drop of a hat. Because of iPads, because of cell phones, and everything that we have, students are able to pick up their device and type in the latest news story September 2018 and they get a whole slew of what happened on the news today. They don't have to wait out, they don't have to go back and search in their book from what happened the last time that book was published 6 years ago. And so, when students once flip through pages to find the answer to that tough questions, they're now copying and pasting and waiting to see what Google or Quizlet has to say. So, our classrooms are changing because textbooks are becoming extinct and they are a thing of the past. The fourth reason behind the changes in our classroom is because classrooms are becoming more collaborative. This is a new theory that is powered behind the advancements of technology. This collaboration allows students and teachers to have accesses to resources through the internet, the community, and the outside world, and they get this information faster and easier than ever. As a future career and technical education teacher myself, we are so big on collaborations and the opportunities that it provides to each of our students. We strive to provide as much work-based learning as possible, and the best way to do that is through collaborations. So, with the use of technology, we are able to see that we are collaborating more than ever, and it's more beneficial than ever. Due to collaborations and technology as a whole, then leads to reason number 5, and that is that teachers are able to deliver a more personalized learning experience for students in their classroom. Remembering back to your years in school, you may agree with me when I say that our lessons were generated one way most of the time. This is how the book, if you were in math, this is how the book shows you how to do the problem, so this is how we're going to do the problem. And that's how we do it. Today you see teachers forming specific lessons that fit each student's progress and learning style and how they adapt, and we witness the ever-changing theories, lessons, and homework enhancements because of the materials and advancements around us and outside of the classroom. These 5 reasons are also specific as to why our classrooms are different in 2018, where I grab my book bag in 3rd grade and grab my papers, my pencils, and my crayons to head to school. I'm now grabbing my smartphone, my MacBook Air, my headphones, and I'm heading to a classroom where I have access to track my assignments, our lectures, and chat with my classmates all through the internet. Although things have changed immensely in the past 15 years, and a lot more than that, and they're still changing now, John Dewey said it best when he said that these changes are good because if we teach today as we taught yesterday, then we're robbing our children of tomorrow. Thank you guys.